Hola and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc. I am a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. I got this suggestion over Discord and I was curious because I've heard this name a couple of times, but I'm not sure who they are. So we're just gonna talk about it for a second. I got a suggestion to react to Ado, which I know who Ado is. I actually love their music, but the other name is interesting to me. Miku Hatsune. If I understand correctly, I believe they are a Vocaloid artist, so they're not actually real, but the voice is created by some kind of voice generated AI. That's not the right way to explain it, but please, if you can, help me understand more in the comments down below. But the song we're listening to, because this is what it was sent to me, is Sakura Biyori and Time Machine. So before we jump in, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. If you also want to check out a little bit more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord where you can give suggestions like these, as well as a link to my Patreon where you can support me in watching reactions on there, as well as checking out some free content that is on there that just gets blocked on YouTube. But yeah, let's jump right in. That is so wild.
懐かしい声がするよな忘れられないどれも思い出の空に飾っている桜舞う Sakura Biyoriの空二人歩く道にはひとしきり
How is she there? Is she a hologram? Sorry. Wait, hold on. Okay. Again, there's a big, there's ignorance on my part because I don't know who Miku Hatsune is. I think I've actually heard of them. I guess it's I think I've had students in the past who've actually talked about this artist, and as a musician who is real, right? I think there's been some backlash on the whole concept of there being because she's a Vocaloid, she's not real, but somebody gets her royalties somewhere, right? Somebody had to make the character, right? I'm not upset about it at all. it's the concept of like, it's another form of art in a different way. Now, the only thing that I do find a little bizarre, I guess, like, I want to go back because I want to explain what I'm hearing. Although I think it's so crazy that, like, obviously Otto is on stage, right? And what's neat is then we see Miku Hatsune, who has to be some kind of hologram. If you guys know better than what I do, please explain down below in the comments. But you see both of them side by side, and they do have some kind of like corresponding choreography together. And the thing about, I guess, I guess I'm going to make my first nitpick of it, like the century. And it's not really a nitpick, it's a preference. Like, or just an observation, really, more than anything else. So, obviously, when Otto sings, they're human, right? So, we hear her, the way she controls her voice, and, like, because we're human, we're not perfect. So, our vocals can be somewhat distorted, or, like, you could be slightly flat on a pitch, but, like, she's not. But, like, what makes her singing so specifically real, I guess, is the way she sings and the way she approaches that singing, right? There's a lot of emotion behind her voice. And then I know I haven't heard 100% of Miku Hatsune, but you hear her voice, and it is extremely, like, it is eerily in tune, like 100% in tune. I don't hear a lot of emotions in the vocals. But what makes it an emotional performance is the fact that there are these two ideas of artists we enjoy, or in this case, the audience, right? Artists that they enjoy, and seeing them on stage together, which one has a face that is digitally rendered, and the other one we've never seen their face, but we have an outline, an idea of who they are. Isn't that interesting? That's a really interesting thing to view. And I think that's so neat. And like how she just shows up and she looks like she's there. I love Otto's voice. There's just so many colors to her voice. でも思い出の空に飾っている桜舞う And like what's neat is like you hear Otto's voice and you hear Miku, her voice, and you can hear how in tune Miku is. And like when you have Otto's voice mixed in with it, Otto now has a pitch reference, which makes her almost perfect. But I love the humanistic factor played against the Vocaloid. That is so cool. I wish I was there to see how this was done. Listen to the tenderness in Otto's voice. I bet her outfit is gorgeous. Someone has to be in a... Listen to how perfect it is. Now, that is Miku's voice, right? It is 100% perfectly in tune. And what's interesting to me is it, like, is the concept of a Vocaloid supposed to be that it's a amalgamation of multiple voices put into one, so it's supposed to sound a certain way? Or I want you guys to explain it to me. I'll look it up afterwards when I'm done reacting to this. But this is the first time in my entire life I've ever seen this. And it is... I find it cool. I'm not angry about it at all. But listen to how perfect it is. And there's almost like a little harmonica thing going on over here. I can't tell what instrument's in the background. That's so crazy. Otto adding that edge, the screaming edge. Cool unison moment. Now, does someone backstage like is in one of those like suits that's moving, or is it pre-recorded? I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm so sorry. Let's keep going. I won't stop this time, but I'm just curious because I know there are a lot of people out there who know more information than I do, and I want to learn from you guys. Also, if there's something by Miku Hatsune that I should react to, I'm really curious. I want to check her out by herself if possible. So I know that's a weird request. But maybe it's not. I don't know. But let's keep going. Yeah, it's so perfect. Oh, I like the march feel. Get it, the keyboards. It is wild because she's harmonizing with herself, and I get, like, you know, she can do that. That's what the point of electronic vocals, right, are for. So I love the transition here. I'm sorry, I would love to go to an Otto concert just because, like, the way the screens are made, like, it's a super theatrical performance because the whole arena is lit up with these gorgeous scenery and colors and the lyrics. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. And then hearing Otto's voice, but not knowing the face, that's like, that's amazing. It's amazing how long she's done this without having her face revealed. What a queen. But, like, it's just so interesting to hear these vocals and, like, all of a sudden there's harmony, but it's not Otto harmonizing with her, you know? Right there. Like, Otto's not harmonizing. And it looks like she's there. Like, she's not part of the background. And then they sing in unison here in a minute. Love this snare and piano part in rhythm together, very march-like. And then pure in unison. So Otto has a pitch reference, which is now harmony. And then Otto's not singing. another key change? We're just gonna keep going. How? I don't know. I think I had a conversation with somebody before about them being really upset about Vocaloid music, and I can't remember who it was. And I don't know. I'm not upset about it only because, like, okay, it's a horrible comparison, but like if I had to compare it to something, it would be like, okay, when you have like Band in a Box or listening to Sibelius or Finale, like if you can create compositions on there, right? Arrange music and stuff the way you want it to, and you can have a playback and get instant feedback, right? But the instruments aren't going to actually sound the way you want them to. So you would prefer to have the real instrument, right? Now, I'm not saying that Miku here needs to sound more humanistic. I think the idea here is having that, kind of like video game character idealization with a singer's voice. But what's so cool to me, I guess, is like, how do they get them to look so real on stage? I actually quite love the way that that's done. Now, I know I'm mainly talking about Miku Hatsune, and I shouldn't. This is more about Ado. And like, obviously, there's a million things we're going to talk about here in a second, and I'll try and like compartmentalize it in short amount of time as possible. But honestly, this is the first song I've ever heard more of Ado's lower tones, her lower voice, her chest voice. Now, she does get into the higher tessitura, but she's got a lot of beautiful low sounds in this song, and then her voice mixes so well with the Vocaloid, which is actually interesting to me because that means she's got a fairly good sense of pitch, which of course she should. She's a singer. Most singers do, right? Which is, it's really neat. Like, I'm more captivated by the performance of anything Ado does, and now I'm curious about Miku Hatsune. So this is probably the less educated reaction I've ever done, but let's just say you guys need to teach me. So I'm going to leave it at that. But this is great. Ado did great. Miku Hatsune did great. I need to go to a live concert of Ado. I refuse to miss a live concert of Ado. Refuse. All right. I am ready for my education. Teach me. And also, like, I guess I could have turned on closed captions. I don't know if there were closed captions. Nope, there were not closed captions for English. So I'm going to look up some lyrics, but let me know what you think about the lyrics below and what the context of the song is, because I have not looked it up yet, but I would love to have a conversation about that because I love continuing the conversation about music. So here's my question to you guys. What do you think about Miku Hatsune singing with an actual singer like Ado? What do you think about Vocaloid music in general? Are you pro Vocaloid? Are you against Vocaloid? And like, let's try and keep the comments civil, right? It's okay to have an opinion. I'm just curious as to what you guys think. And if you are a Miku Hatsune fan, shout out, let me know what you think and what you can teach me about that idea, because this is really cool to me. I I don't really think about the repercussions, if there are any. I don't think there are personally. I haven't experienced anything to have a repercussion for, I guess, if you know what I mean. But I'm just curious as to what you think, and anybody else, I want to know your opinions and thoughts. So overall, really cool, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really cool. But yeah, didn't expect that in this reaction today. So I'm going to be learning from you guys more than me teaching you this time. So before I sign off, if you like the channel, like and subscribe. If you want to check out more, check out those links down in the description below for my Discord and my Patreon. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.